Okay, good morning, class. My name is Leslie. I'm the TA that's been sitting in the back. And today I will be subbing in for Dr. Lee. If you heard my conversation with Matt before, we will be switching to environmental racism today. So, can anybody give me some examples of environmental racism? Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
So I think what it really comes down to is the racial discrimination against African American communities, whether that be through policymaking, gerrymandering, gentrification of neighborhoods, toxic waste facilities. I mean, honestly, the list goes on and on.
That's right, you hit on some really good topics, and I'd like to see those discussed a little bit more further down the line. Anybody else? Yeah, Jamie, go ahead.
Well, environmental racism is the blatant and deliberate attacks on people of color, people who look like me. Living in these communities and seeing these communities are two completely different things. And this type of racism portrays a light that showcases a life improvement to the outside when they're really just making it worse by building around low-income facilities for cheaper rates. Building stores like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's way too far to be reached without a car, and not having accessible, healthy markets for the community. Having toxic waste sit on the low-income side of the tracks, and silently doing nothing is to name just a few. It's building profit on the unknowing.
Precisely, Jamie. You brought up some really detailed points too. I'd like to hear more of those further on in the discussion. Okay, class, so that's all I've got for you today. Please remember to turn in your blue books on Friday. Remember, no book, no test. And I will be seeing you on Friday. Jamie, class is over. You can go now.
Sorry about that, Leslie. Got lost in thought.
That's okay. I noticed you were passionate in class. I could tell.
You thought I was too much?
No, why would you even say that?
I just feel boxed in, honestly. I imagine myself in this FAM classroom to be surrounded by a little more people who look like me and wanted to speak on Black culture, where you can evidently see emotion and passion, and instead I see my white peers studying my history for educational gain and evident disconnect.
That's real, Jamie. You'll slowly start to understand that this world is full of people who don't really want to understand how they've hurt you or your family. Some people learn history just to know, not to empathize.
Yeah, I hear you, Leslie.
But the passion you speak from is real. Continue to speak from that passion. Let's walk out.
Hey, do you mind if I sit here? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Funny seeing you here after class. Jamie, right?
Yeah.
What you said in class today about environmental racism was really good.
Thanks.
I actually forgot my AirPods in class, and I went back and I overheard your conversation with Leslie about how you're feeling. Would you mind telling me more about that?
Yeah, I guess. I just imagine class looked different, to feel like a community. But instead, my experience here with FAM class are just flooded with people who don't look like me, and speaking on my experience from a space of intellectual understanding and not empathetic humiliation. So this is just all very new and difficult for me, and I'm feeling a little more than isolated, yet passionate.
I definitely didn't see your point of view that way. I would love to learn how I can help uplift your voice.
Yeah?
Yeah,